Advanced Portfolio Creative Critical Reflection Question 1. How do your products use or challenge conventions, and how do they represent social groups and issues? Technical conventions. Camera shots. Fatima's music video to her single Biggest Stroke of All features a lot of mid and establishing shots, which is a key convention in R&B artist videos, to keep the audience engaged with the narrative and the locations that the narrative is built around. For example, location shots feature heavily in this video to symbolise Fatima's star image, as the video revolves around what her life would have been like growing up. In our music video, there are a lot of close-up shots featured of Faderera lip-syncing to give the effect of her speaking to the audience directly, deepening the connection between artist and audience. Similar to Fatima, mid-shots feature a lot in the video, particularly of Faderera's costume and body language, emphasising the glamorous tone of the video. Also, mid-shots of the dancers are heavily featured in our music video to help illustrate the chilled yet sassy tone. Technical conventions, jump cuts and slow motion shots. Slow motion shots are a common convention of R&B music videos. For example, the R&B artist Jorja Smith's music video to her single On Your Own features a slow motion shot of Jorja blowing bubblegum. A slow motion shot is effective here as it heightens her happiness and childlike behaviour in this moment, connecting further emotionally with the audience. Jump cuts are also prevalent in this music video. The jump cuts are effective in showing the images of the book in the video, as it keeps the audience engaged and intrigued. Our music video features both jump cuts and slow motion shots. Most of the slow motion shots were centred around the dancers' performances, which helps to highlight their sexy dance moves and emphasise the chilled atmosphere of the video. Also, the use of jump cuts are used. The use of jump cuts in this video are very effective, as it keeps the audience intrigued to watch the rest of the video, as new shots and scenes are presented throughout the video at different times. Symbolic conventions of video. Lighting. The use of lighting, especially bright colours, is a key convention of R&B music videos. In Ella Mai's music video to her single Trippin', the use of purple and blue light are used a lot in this video to emphasise her feelings for this person that she is singing about, as purple is a colour that connotates with love. The use of blue light also emphasises the chilled out vibe of the song, as blue is often associated with the sea, which people often find calming. The use of candles are also used in this video, which emphasises the coziness and warmth of this particular scene. The use of bright colours are also used in my R&B artist's music video. For example, the main lighting we had was the bright white light shining through the gaps that we created in the set, making the light look golden, emphasising the sophisticated atmosphere of the video. Similar to Ella Mai's music video, my group and I chose to have the dancers' silhouettes in purple lighting to make the dancers stand out more. We also chose pink lighting as well as the purple to further emphasise the femininity of the artist. Symbolic conventions of video. Costume. In G Gray's music video to her single Growing, she is wearing very casual, quite urban-looking everyday clothing. For example, an Adidas tracksuit and jeans, and also a coat, suggesting that her star image surrounds staying humble despite her being in the public eye. Casual urban street clothing is a common convention in R&B artists, as they want to feel relatable to their target audience. In our music video, Faderera is wearing a sequin jumpsuit with the glittery high heels for the majority of the video, and a pink sparkly bandeau with white jeans and heels for one of the scenes. These two costumes help to emphasise the glamorous and feminine atmosphere of the video, as glitter and sparkles are often associated with glamour and girliness. However, these costumes contrast greatly with G Gray's music video, as well as the vast majority of female R&B artists' music videos, hence coming to the conclusion that my group and I have challenged this convention of costume. However, we chose to have the dancers in plain black dresses to emphasise Federera's importance in the video, which is also a common convention. Structural conventions of digipacks. The titles. Both Ella Mai and Jorja Smith have their track listings on the back cover of the digipack, with an image surrounding it to keep the audience engaged whilst viewing it. However, Ella Mai does not have the title of her album on the front cover, whereas Jorja Smith does. Furthermore, both artists have the parental advisory sticker on the front cover, which is a common structural convention of R&B digipacks, as most R&B songs contain swearing and rude language. It is also an institutional requirement to have this sticker on the digipack. Similarly, our digipack also has the parental advisory sticker on the front cover, alongside the title of the album and her name, as well as the track listings on the back cover, hence conforming to the structural conventions of R&B digipacks. Stylistic conventions of digipacks, font and imagery. The artists Kehlani and Rihanna's digipacks, both feature a close-up shot of their face on the front cover, taking up most of the album space. The purpose of this is to attract their target audience, as having their face on the album makes it clear that it belongs to them, rather than having a symbolic picture or drawing. Similarly, our digipack front cover features a close-up shot of Federera's face to highlight her sassy personality, hence conforming to the conventions of an R&B artist digipack. The colours featured in all three digipacks are very similar, as they all contain pink and red tones, which could be symbolised in their femininity. Also, the album titles in all three digipacks are white, which could be symbolised in the artist's purity or innocence. The font style we used in our digipack is similar to the font style used in Rihanna's album, as it is a style that is quite plain and straightforward. We wanted to use this particular font style to emphasise Federera's star image of being honest and real as a person, both towards her fans and her friends, as well as her relatives. The structural conventions of websites, the homepage. Our homepage on Federera's website consists of her name, newest album, social media links on the left side of the page, and menu headers situated on the right side. Having Federera's newest album on the homepage entices her audience to buy it. On the other hand, Beyoncé's homepage consists of various images throughout her career, which gives fans a more in-depth insight into her previous successes. The menu headers are situated on the side of the page in a bar set up with links to separate pages. Even though the structure of her website is different to Federera's, we do have similar menu headers such as tour and music. However, the structure of Kehlani's homepage is very similar to Federera's. For example, both homepages feature the artist's newest albums and their names in the middle of the page above the album. However, the only difference between them is that Kehlani's homepage doesn't have any menu headers. Stylistic conventions of websites, font and colour. My group and I chose a red background for our website, as it matches the background of the digipack, which we thought was both aesthetically pleasing for the audience. The colour red also represents love, which is a key theme in Federera's songs, and it emphasises the connection between these two products in Federera's overall music campaign. We chose to have all text in white as it stands out behind the red background, and we thought the colour white goes really well with red. Similarly, Nicki Minaj's website features a lot of text in white and goes very well with the light pink background of the website, which stays the same throughout. The colour pink emphasises femininity, which is the vibe Nicki Minaj could have been going for. Also, Nicki's signature is featured on the homepage, which helps the audience to feel more connected to her, as a signature feels more personal than just the title of her name. However, Rihanna's website is set out in black and white, which emphasises the classy and glamorous tone of the website. The black and white also heightens Rihanna's fierce and bold personality, which is shown through the array of images on her homepage. Rihanna's website is similar to Federera's in terms of the star image, as they both portray the artists as fierce and bold women, which is a common trait of female R&B artists. Representation of artists, gender. Our artist Federera challenges stereotypes of women in wider society. For example, the song Say It is a very flirty and feisty song, and this song helps to showcase Federera's star image of being a bold and fierce woman who isn't afraid to speak her mind, emphasising the realness of her persona. You can tell she has these characteristics through her performance in the video. For example, she looks directly at the camera when lip-syncing, emphasising her sassiness, and doing various poses throughout the video, making her look even more confident and sure of herself. Therefore, Federera is challenging the stereotype of women, in terms of women being portrayed in society as weak and spineless, who can't stand up for themselves or speak their minds because they're scared of what people may think, and therefore need a man to come in and save the day. Federera is everything this stereotype is not, and therefore is a brilliant role model to her target audience, which will mostly be young girls and women, as through her star image and music, she is showing her audience that women can be strong, independent, and most importantly, confident. Representation of artist, ethnicity. Federera conforms to the stereotypes of ethnicity in terms of R&B artists, as the majority of artists, especially female artists in the music industry, come from an Afro-Caribbean background. Federera is also a positive role model in the black community, as well as amongst other black female artists in the music industry, as the music industry is known in some people's opinion as being institutionally racist, and Federera is showing through her music and star image that you can succeed despite your ethnicity, and that you should stay true to who you are and where you came from. In the black community and wider society, discrimination is still very high against ethnic minority groups, especially in the criminal justice system, which has led to an increase over the years in black arrests, which is what Federera is trying to get away from. She is trying to change people's opinions of black people and to show them that underneath, we are all the same and deserve every success in life, hence challenging this stereotype. The representation of dancers, gender. The dancers in our music video emphasise Federera's star image of being a strong, sassy, confident woman, therefore challenging female stereotypes. For example, we chose to cast female dancers instead of male to symbolise female empowerment in society, which in my opinion is sometimes lacklustre. We showed this female empowerment by having the dancers surround Federera in every scene in the music video, symbolising the support they are giving her, and the support that women should have for one another in wider society. We chose to position Federera slightly in front of the dancers to show her importance in the video, but directed her to interact with the dancers through gestures and facial expressions to emphasise that the empowerment and connection between them is still prevalent throughout the video. Also, the dancers dancing in silhouettes symbolises the fact that we are all the same underneath and can achieve just the same or even more than men can, as you can't see their faces, only the outlines of their bodies, emphasising the fact that what's on the inside counts.